So, test 1 2 1 2.
Test 1 2. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our athletes. Welcome to the first final today, and this final is the AiroShoot Welsh qualification. It's the junior men's air rifle. On lane A, we have Ollie McKay. We're going to have problems with his microphone. Ollie won the schools shoot yesterday. He's got a personal best of 584.2, and he wasn't far behind with a 581. On to lane B, we have Ashton Upton from England. He went to the Junior World Cup in Seoul in Germany. His personal best is a 614.5. Qualification today was a 605.6. On lane C from the Isle of Man, we have Wes Reed. He represented the Isle of Man at the Island Games earlier this year and placed in the final. His personal best is a 595.9 and a 589.2 was good enough for the final today. In lane D, representing Wales, he's working on his shooting achievements. He's fairly new to this. This is his first Welsh Airgun Championships. His personal best is a 585.8, which he achieved today. It's Aidan Healy. On lane E from England, he was fourth in the finals at BOAG earlier this year. He got a 585.7 as a personal best, which he achieved in qualification today. It's Andrew Savory. On lane F from Scotland, he shot a 596.1 as a personal best, and it's 595.6 today. It's Finlay Love. Lane G, also from Scotland. It's his first Welsh Open. Personal best of 580. Very close to that today with a 577.9. It's Rory Watt. And lane 8, reoccurring theme here again from Scotland. He went to the Junior World Cup. He got a personal best of 620.0, which he achieved today in qualification. It's Bertie Galloway.
Take your positions. 5 minutes preparation and sighting time. Start.
We understand what's going on, and that probably numbers most of us as well. At the moment, the athletes have 5 minutes for their final preparation and sighting shots. At the end of that, we go into the match firing shots. They will have 2 series of 5 shots, each in a time limit of 4 minutes and 10 seconds. At the end of those 2 5-shot series, we will go into individual shots, each in a time limit of 50 seconds. At the end of the 12th shot, the lowest scoring athlete will be eliminated from the final, and after each subsequent 2 shots, so after 12 shots, 14 shots, 16 shots, so on, the lowest scoring will be eliminated. If there is a tie for the lowest scoring athletes, tie shots will be fired by those individual athletes until a resolution. This will continue up until shot 24, when the gold and silver medals will be decided.
30 seconds. Stop. Unload. For the first competition series, load. Start.
Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen to our online stream for today's AiroShoot Junior Men Air Rifle Final. My name is Craig Gordon. I'll be giving you some commentary through as our athletes compete for the gold, silver and bronze medal in today's final. I am here today with Niall Evans, one of our Welsh athletes, and he's going to give some insight as a current squad rifle shooter as to what might be going through the minds of our finalists today. So nice to have you, Niall.
Yep, thank you very much.
So yeah, these athletes have already shot their 60-shot qualification earlier in our main hall, with the top 8 getting into the final, who we can see here. So, Aidan, what's going through your mind in a preparation for a final like this? You know, being down in a different hall, different qualification area, coming into finals. Is there much of a difference, or how would you approach this?
Well, running into a final, I haven't had much time from the match this morning. Had about half an hour to prep themselves for this whole ordeal. But as for prepping for a final, it doesn't really change to what you'd prep for a match. You will see the scores get a lot closer with the final because obviously the pressure ramps up a lot more. It's just how people can control that will sort of show throughout each competitor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these guys I saw some earlier doing a bit of dry firing, getting into their rifle jackets and trousers, you can see here. So that's mainly, so I am a pistol shooter, but I know a little bit about rifle, being around different squads and athletes. Yeah, there's some very different nuances with rifle shooting, air rifle shooting especially. So the jackets are kind of custom made to fit, give the athletes that support that they really need with how heavy are these rifles?
Well, the max weight is 5.5 kilograms. There's sort of a border underneath that, just so that the rifles are heavy enough to where they are not swaying about too much. So that the weight actually helps with the balance. So obviously, they can't be over the limit, otherwise they'd be over the rules. With the dry firing, yes, very similar to the pistol, where athletes will take a moment before the match and the final to relax themselves for it and to get settled into their kit and to get settled into the position, ready for the final.
Okay, so the first 5-shot series is coming to an end here, and we've seen some really good shooting. Bertie seems to have settled in very nicely, as well as Aston Upton.
Stop.
After the first 5 shots there, we got some very, very good shooting, and there was a couple of 10.7s there from Bertie Galloway and Ashton Upton. But at the top of the leaderboard, a very, very slender lead. It's Ashton Upton. He's got a 0.1 lead over Rory Watt at the moment, and Bertie Galloway, well, actually tied for second place at the moment. But a long way to go yet.
For the next competition series, load. Start.
Okay, so we are new to this, so I must send my apologies to Niall, who's sat next to me, not Aidan. That was me looking at the screen, so we'll get there one day. But yeah, just really important is the sport's had a lot of changes recently over the years, different final formats, trying to find that good balance for a spectator and the challenge of you know, the skill involved with this sport across, you know, different disciplines, pistol, rifle. So how important is it to get embedded into the final, nice and settled, try and get that lead? You know, is that something that you try to get a lead in this first 10, or are you quite comfortable?
Well, with this style of final, essentially every shot does count because there isn't much room for error. Unlike the previous style of final where the top 2 people will go into a gold medal match where you could sort of get into 2 and then maybe shift up to first. Every shot counts with this. They run the 2 strings of 5-shot series, and then they go into single shots where each person will get eliminated after a shot, or pairs of shots.
Yeah. So obviously when I was competing and shooting finals, you know, it was like the old school 10-shot final many years ago, and but I really found it useful to try and use these first 5 to really settle yourself down, get comfortable with your position and surroundings, and you know, it's very different in a final compared to your match.
Yeah.
Mentality wise, there are people that are, you know, a bit more risk and reward, maybe we could say on that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll start to see these guys, or we'll really see some of them settling down, those group sizes coming back into centre of that target as well. So yeah, with Bertie seems to be doing really well with 3x to start. So yeah, settling himself, getting into that kind of mental approach and routine. I think you can see it across the board here with Finley as well, and Aston is kind of maintaining that his good strong start that we saw in the first 5.
Yeah.
That's a very impressive series there, 52.41 Bertie, so kind of gives him a nice comfortable lead now on this final, with Aston currently in second.
Stop.
Again, some very good shooting there, and a veritable flurry of 10.6s. We had one from Ollie McKay, we had another one from Rory Watt, and we had 2 from Bertie Galloway. And at the end of the 10th shot, there we have a new leader. We've got Bertie Galloway is up there in the lead. A nice 52.4 series there puts him in the lead. He's opened up a 1.6 lead over Aston Upton in third, and Rory Watt a further 3.5 behind. We're now going to be moving into the single shots with our first elimination after the first two shots. At the moment, in 8th place in danger zone is Aidan Healy.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So the final now changes to single shots in 50 seconds. Niall, how would you approach this as an athlete in a final? Is there any difference to the 5 shots, or?
Well, of course you don't have any form of rhythm with a single shot. As you would with 5, you'd build up a rhythm with the 5 and you'd be able to keep rolling on slowly. With the singles, in 50 seconds, it's perfectly reasonable to do, but you do need to just take your time and make sure that shot is where you want it to go.
Okay, after shot 11, another good 10.5 there from Bird. Extended his lead slightly. Having trouble with these microphones. We're moving into shot 12. We will have our first elimination in a moment. At this stage, we've got Aidan Healy. He is 0.4 behind Andrew Savoury. He's got 1 shot to save himself in this final.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So we saw Bertie and Aston kind of continue where they were with those 5 shots, with Finley in that with a 10.2 as well. Yeah, so we've got a bit of clapping now. It's a bit of a distraction for our athletes, which is good, you know, keep them on focus, keeping that shot protest going as much as they can. You know. These guys have done thousands of hours of shots in training, so it's just about bringing that all together in a final situation, isn't it, really?
Stop.
We now have our first elimination, and in 8th place on lane D is Aidan Healy. Up in first place, Bertie Galloway with another couple of good 10s. He's cemented that top position. He's got a lead now of 2.1 over Aston Upton in 3rd place. Wes Reed in bronze position at the moment, but he's 5.7 behind. Moving into shots 13 and 14 to decide 7th place. And at the moment, Andrew Savoury is 0.5 behind Ollie McCabe.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So our first elimination, Aidan. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see him over the next couple of days making finals. But good qualification for him to get him into the top 8 as well. So he's got to take away a lot from today for the next 3 days, 2 days of competition really. But we continue on with this final. Some good shooting from Aston and Bertie, keeping that 10 count high.
After shot 13, we have Bertie Galloway
slow
still in the lead.
zeros.
Slightly by 0.2. Down in 7th place at the moment, Andrew Savoury. He is only 0.1 behind Ollie McCabe now in that fight for 7th place.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So let's see if Andrew can pick back that point one. It's always a nerve-wracking situation, isn't it? You're so close.
Yes.
We'll see how they go here.
Stop.
We now have, after our 14th shot, our confirmed 7th place finalist, and on lane A, it's Ollie McCabe.
Yeah, great work there by the youngster, really. Yeah, seeing him over the last couple of years develop as a
Bertie Galloway
been
still up
brilliant to
in
see.
first place, but that lead has shrunk. It's now down to 1.8. Wes Reed now up into third place, 6.3 behind Aston. Down in the danger zone at the moment in sixth place, it's Andrew Savoury. He's got 2 shots, but he's got 2.9 to make up on Finley Love.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So our athletes should be nice, getting really into that rhythm now as we start progressing deeper into this final. Kind of, how does your mindset change as we start seeing eliminations? If you're near to that elimination, it's probably very different to if you know got a nice lead.
Yes, the nerves definitely do kick in when your elimination starts to run around the corner. It is just trying to keep those nerves down that really defines a person. Right?
Bertie Galloway still in the lead. That lead has shrunk ever so slightly by 0.1. Down in the danger zone in sixth place at the moment, Andrew Savoury's still there. He's made up 0.1 over Finley Love. He's got 1 shot to go to make up just a little bit more.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So I guess as with rifle, you've got a couple more points of contact than us pistol shooters. So kind of it's even more imperative to get that heart rate down, it's like under control, keep that breathing, because you don't want that rifle bouncing around with the very small sights and the 10 ring being so small for you guys as well. So let's see who can keep their nerve here. Brilliant shooting from Bertie and Aston through this final. Really, really, really impressive.
White enough to save him, our 6th place finalist, Andrew Savoury. Bertie Galloway up in first place still. That lead over second place is 2.2. Second place currently filled Aston Upton. Wes Reed in third. He's 8.6 further back. Down the danger zone in 5th place now, it's Finley Love. But Finley is 1.6 behind Rory Watt with 2 shots to try and save himself.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
Yeah, well done Andrew there on the final. So 6th place in the first final of the 3 days. So good start to his weekend. Let's see how the guys do for the next couple of shots. It's going to start getting closer and closer to those medal positions. So see can Aston and Bertie keep up the quality that we've seen so far in this final. Oh, there, Aston with a 10.2. So yeah, doesn't look too impressed with that. maybe a bit of a scrappy one. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. There we are. What a return there from Bertie. 10.9.
I think some of you may have noticed there a 10.9 from Bertie Galloway. He stays up there in first place. He's increased that lead by 0.7 on that shot. And down at the bottom in fifth place at the moment, Finley Love. He's made up half of that deficit he needed over Rory Watt. He's got one shot left to see if he can make up the rest of it.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
Yeah, Bertie's 10.9, a perfect shot there. Let's see how he reacts. Can he get another one? Oh, we've seen it a couple of times before. I've only seen it once in my 17-year career, but I've seen a couple of back-to-back 10.8s, which is very impressive. But let's see who can keep their cool here. Oh, here we are, 10.4. Yeah, two great quality shots from both Aston and Bertie there.
After shot 18, we have our fifth place finalist, and on lane G, that's Rory Watt. Up in first place, it's Bertie Galloway, as it has been for most of this match. He has got a 3.1 lead over Aston Upton. Wes Reed in third place, only 11.1 behind. Down in fourth place at the moment, we heard this before, Finley Love. He's in the danger zone, but he's only 1.3 behind Wes Reed, moving into the battle for the bronze medals.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
Rory there with a couple of maybe slightly wayward shots there in the final. It's tough to get those in this position, but it does give Finley Love the opportunity to stay in this final and, you know, hunt down Wes in third position. So let's see how these two shots go.
Stop.
A rare visit into the 9 ring there for Bertie Galloway, but he's still in the lead. He's still got a reasonable lead over Aston Upton in second place. Finley Love, he's still in fourth place, and he's got a 1.9 to make up on Wes Reed on the next shot to stay in this hunt for the medals.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So as we get deeper into this final, the mental side of our sport, you know, comes into play really here. Keeping that, you know, mentally switched on, knowing what you're doing, holding that position, you know, as still as you can really.
Yeah. So the nerves will definitely kick in towards the end now, with Finley and Wes sort of fighting out for third. Although there may be sort of 2 points between them, in aero for 2 points is not a big margin. But oh well.
Stop.
We now have our fourth place finalist, and on lane F, it's Finley Love. We now know who the 3 medalists are going to be. We just need to find out what colour medal they're going to win. Bertie Galloway is currently up in the first place, occupying the gold medal position. He holds a 3.6 lead over Aston Upton in second. Wes Reed currently occupying bronze medal. He's a further 10 points back.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So, as we now know, our medalist, yeah, Finley unfortunately knocked out in fourth, but Wes, with holding his nerve, as we were just talking about, 2 great shots, 2 tens, seals him that at least a medal in today's AiroShoot final. Let's see. It's a bit of an ask, maybe, at 10 points, but you know, who knows.
Stop.
No real changes there. Bertie Galloway with a 9.9 is still in the lead. That lead is shrunk by 0.3. Wes Reed still occupying 3rd place.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
Here we go. Let's see if Wes can close down the over 10 points now. But you know, great showing from all 3 of these athletes. You know, battling hard at the start, getting that lead from Bertie and Aston, and Wes being able to kind of keep Finley at bay in fourth. It's been a really good quality final so far, and you know, great junior athletes as well. You know, so great to see them. See what happens over the next couple of days. And yeah, we've got our bronze medalist.
We now have our bronze medalist in this competition, and on lane C, that's Wes Reed. Going into the final 2 shots to decide gold and silver, we have Bertie Galloway still in the lead, and he's got a 3.4 lead over Aston Upton.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
So it's over 3 points, but you know, never say never in the final. We've seen them through the years, but with the quality of these 2 athletes we've seen today, I don't know, we a tall ask for Aston, but I'm sure he's going to give it all he can. Very deep into the final. Last 2 shots. Let's see what we got. Oh, brilliant! There we are. You know, that's a great way to start. 10.7. You know, put the pressure right into Bertie's corner. Yeah,
Stop.
Another good 10.4 there.
Couple of very fine shots there. The lead has been reduced ever so slightly, but there's 1 shot to go to decide the gold medal.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
Here we go. Last shot of today's AiroShoot Junior Men Air Rifle Final. Who will come away with this gold medal? Trying to keep that concentration from both athletes. Bertie making his way. There we are. Brilliant. Both.
Stop.
Both brilliant.
And load.
Really good quality.
Results are final.
Yeah.
After a fantastic final, we can now announce the final results. And a reminder there, our bronze medalist, Wes Reed. A silver medalist, Aston Upton. And today's gold medal winner, Bertie Galloway.